finished the story!
And it's time. It's time for the main event. We are back with a rundown of everything that's happened in the last week of wrestling. We've had a return on Raw. We had a AEW pay-per-view Revolution. The fellas were live for it. If you weren't there, we'll break it down, go back and watch it. But let's get into it. Boys, how are we doing?
I'm doing great, mate. I had a nice weekend. I had a nice weekend. Went to see some wrestling. With me and you went to go see Burning Heart Pro Wrestling. It was very, very good show. Had a good laugh. But yeah, it's good, mate. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad this week. Like you said, I had a good weekend. We went and watched a show together. If you want to see Ted being knighted by the Young Grizzle Vets, it is on the TikTok right now. It got posted either last night or this morning. I can't remember when I did it. But yeah, if you want to see him being knighted by the Young Grizzle Vets, go and head across to TikTok. Yeah, good pay-per-view. Got a few gripes to it, but we'll go into it. But I'm in a good place, guys. I'm in a good place. Matthew, my friend, how are we?
Yeah, all right. Got shit personally going on, but in terms of myself, yeah, I'm alright. Yesterday was a bit of a slog for Raw. I don't normally say that because it's 2 hours, but I was on my own for 2 hours. No one fucking came and joined me, you twats.
Sorry.
I slid in. I give you a heartbeat and slid back out.
I didn't even say hello. I went
I'll be very
IJB
honest.
before I could finish saying IJB. You went.
I was
I
asleep.
like to lurk in the background because I like to lurk in the background in case someone thinks it can come in and be dicks.
Oh
then
mate,
and then they don't know who the assassin is. It takes them out. Kapow!
mate, nothing like that ever
Blindside
fucking
over.
affects me. So I'd play along with him. I always do. Don't give
Yeah,
a
no.
shit.
Last night I normally do come and have a chat with you, but last night I was in bed with the missus and we were watching TV together. So
That's all right,
spent a bit of
don't
time
worry,
because I've not spent much time with her this weekend because we've been busy. But no, you good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good,
we move.
Good. We moved.
2K's out, of course I'm... Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
no, maybe I'm
well,
not.
if you
Maybe
see
I'm
the
not.
live last week.
Yeah. You saw the live last week, I was getting ready to throw my PlayStation out the window.
Yeah. But
I was in a mood.
On that, the first episode of GM Mode
Matt v. John v. Ted.
will be premiering very, very soon.
Yeah.
It's get recorded after this. So yeah, that'll be going out
It
soon.
now works.
Yeah, it's now working. There'll also be a couple of little, sort of one-off specials coming. Me and Ted's done a box break and some Tops card, and a bit of a highlight reel from Burning. Because I know sometimes you guys like to see what the independent shows we go to are like. There might be a little bit of a video put together on that, but that'll come out at a later date because I'll take on that one for you, Matt. So it's a lot of videos. So I'll mash it all together in my spare time. It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, let's dive in. Matt's news round. What we got?
What have we got? We'll get into AEW in a minute because we're going to talk Revolution. On SmackDown, LA Knight won the United States Championship, and everyone started speculating that WWE are done with Shinsuke Nakamura. They are tired of trying pushing him and just nothing happens. According to sources backstage, it is not true. Shinsuke's brother died last week.
Yeah, he did.
And he wants to go back home and spend time with the family. The title change was happening at WrestleMania. However, plans have had to change, and it happened on SmackDown. So that is the reason. However, his contract is coming up very soon, but Triple H is very keen on keeping him on board.
Yeah, it's whether you want to sign that. Yeah, I got a notification about them they're going to let him go, and then I got a notification very quickly afterwards having the rumor squashed last night. So,
well, this is from Wrestling Former Podcast. Shinsuke Nakamura received a 3-year deal in 2016 with main roster level pay. However, by 2019 there was some reluctance to offer the same deal again. While Nakamura had a huge debut in 2017 and even won the Royal Rumble in 2018, WWE never pulled the trigger on making him champion. By the time his contract was up for renewal in April 2019, WWE was hesitant to commit to another 7-figure deal. In the end, enough people pushed for Nakamura and he received a 3-year extension taken into 2022. 2022 rolled around. Shinsuke should have been in line for a 5-year deal, but according to Batty, the person that's doing the podcast, there was hesitation on both sides. By 2022, someone like Nakamura should have received a 5-year deal, as it became a commonplace for talents in his position. However, there was reluctance on both sides. Triple H has felt strongly that he could build Nakamura and do something meaningful with him, heavily involving himself in that storyline, in that effort. At the time, Nakamura was optimistic about the next 3 years would be better. Ultimately, he received another 3-year deal, and he has had various pushes, particularly since Triple H took over creative control. However, now it appears that even Triple H cannot reignite the Nakamura we once saw in Japan. His contract is set to expire soon, though it may be not be exactly in April, as he likely owes time to WWE. Whether the company decides to hold him to that time remains to be seen, given that Nakamura suddenly lost the US title on SmackDown this week. It seems likely that he'll be a leaver. I don't think he will. I think he'll sign a new deal.
I think if he does, I think he's going back home and he's done. That's
What?
the only thing
As
I
in,
think.
if he doesn't sign a new deal?
Yeah, if he doesn't sign
Yeah,
a
yeah.
deal, they go back home and he's done.
Yeah, I
Maybe
agree.
an odd appearance, maybe on like a Noah or New Japan here and there, but not a full-time wrestler. I think the only way he's taking him away from WWE now is he hangs his boots up. Because I think I'm sure he's gone on comment somewhere that he knows that he's at the top now. So he's going out the top. He's just gonna. I think he'll hang up his boots.
Yeah, he's said previously that he's been he was very happy in WWE. Obviously, he was getting paid 7 figures, so he'd be very, 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 very happy. So
Yes, to go Seth.
he doesn't need the money to go to other places like AEW. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the matches I'd like to see in AEW, but I think I'm with you. He'd go to Japan and just see it out and do
He'll be riding
special
off into the
appearances.
sunset. Riding off into the sunset.
Hall of Fame for WWE. Very apt from what we just filmed. Who are we waiting to come back, guys? Who are we waiting to come back on Raw?
John Cena.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we've been freaking waiting for that since Netflix.
Who is it now?
It's an Irish fella, Irish girl.
Is it Swazza Lynch by chance?
I don't know who that is.
Fit Finlay.
He's not a girl. Oh, he could be actually.
Oh,
2025.
but did we ever find out the gender of Hornswoggle?
I'm guessing he was a male. I'm guessing. Could be a canine unit. I don't know. It's Becky Lynch. We're all waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's not reminding me this week. That's why.
This is it. See, we were all expecting her for Netflix. Didn't happen. We all expected her for the week after. Didn't happen. We all expected her for the Royal Rumble.
Where is she, Seth? Where is she?
She's upset with Punk. She's scared of AJ Lee. Royal Rumble didn't happen.
Her return's actually relying on AJ Lee signing a return contract.
Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me. They're going for Seth and Becky versus AJ and Punk.
If that's the way they're going, and AJ's the one that's dragging her ass.
I'm all for it if that happens, by the way.
Yeah, but what about Roman?
What about him? Is his wife going to get involved?
Hey, let's do it.
Is she Polynesian?
Well, are we talking about Mania?
Yeah.
No, I was talking about fucking SummerSlam or something.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. But my only issue with that...
AJ at Mania.
No, AJ's not ready to come back anytime soon. My only issue with that is I've got to support Punk because of AJ Lee.
No. You support AJ Lee and the male wrestlers she has to carry.
Yeah, but then if Punk wins, I'm going to be happy. If Punk goes for the pin, I'm going to be like, yay. But I don't want to be.
Local talent got put over by AJ Lee. Well done.
Local talent.
It'll be in Chicago. There's no
Here's
doubt
local
about
talent after what Roman Reigns did to you last night, you fucking prick.
it.
My OTC. Anyway, back to Becky Lynch. She's been on TV since May 27. She was added back to the internal roster in January. However, surprise, surprise, there's no official plan for a return. And as much as people want to tell me she was there and ready to go, apparently she wasn't at Netflix. She wasn't there. So these people that are on these sites and Twitter telling Becky Lynch is returning this week. It is now March the 11th. We have had 2 WWE pay-per-views and a Saturday night's main event, and I'm still waiting.
The thing is, there is a thing here, though, that you may have forgotten about.
Mm.
You need Becky Lynch to return back as soon as she possibly can.
I don't give a shit anymore, mate. I couldn't care less. I'm done. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because if she never returns, it doesn't happen. So I can't do the
Charlotte
thing.
wins the title. The thing with Charlotte will win if Charlotte wins the title before Becky Lynch.
No, that wasn't it. No, that wasn't it. It was the distance how long before they returned to winning the title.
Oh, okay. Fair
so if Becky doesn't return, I can't do it because she's not returned. That was the deal. That's what we shook on.
Fuck.
So.
But how long? But then, how long does Ted have to hold out before he has to do his?
It doesn't because Becky's not returned.
To be fair, actually, this works out better for me if she doesn't come back. If that's it done.
Yeah, because she will get the title quicker than Charlotte.
Yeah, sure.
Charlotte's had to wait from January to April. Whereas Becky will come back back on Raw before SummerSlam and win it at SummerSlam.
Becky's coming back on the Go Home show. Again injected into the
and the fatal 4-way for the women's world title and wins the women's world title. That's what's happening. Anyway,
what was it? So you had to make a video saying nothing but good things about Tony Khan, and he has to make a video about saying nothing but good things about Bubba.
Yes.
Okay, just reminding myself. That's all.
Yeah.
So for that one,
I think it would have been harder for me because he's starting to like Bubba Ray Dudley.
I've got something. Don't worry. If it comes to him having to do it, I've got something for the Pope. He introduced me to somebody this weekend that hates Bubba more than him. So I will make sure I'll find that person and make sure that he rattles him up first about Bubba.
Does he do a comment? What do they call him? Cameo. Has he got cameo?
Jay would do it for free.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure his mate Jay would.
Oh, is it his mate Jay? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a wrestler. Yeah. Anyway, she was been on TV since May. She was playing. Apparently, they had her back on Raw on Netflix, and Rhea Ripley and The Undertaker took a spot, but that's not true. Seth Rollins addressed the situation in an interview, saying she took a few months off. She did some television projects, so she's gearing up to get ready to come back. Don't know when it's going to happen, but I mean, she is active. I will not say she is retired. She's not mentioned anything about retirement. There are future plans for her in professional wrestling. And that was on a podcast. That doesn't say. Oh yeah, there it is. Whatever that says. WFAN. Anyway, but there's no plans on a return yet. But she is going to return. She's on the internal roster, so we'll see.
But when, Matt? Because
mate.
When?
Well, hang on. What's tonight?
NXT.
It's NXT. Could be.
And Julia's apparently injured. They need someone to step in. Becky's back tonight. Just saying. Watch
Becky's
to
back
find out.
I will fucking laugh my balls off you makes a return tonight.
In it
That
at
was fucking
NXT.
brilliant.
NXT is tonight. So if you like NXT and you want to see the Hardys and Moose, and Obafemi kill Moose, then come over and watch the stream with me and Ted. We'll be live tonight. Ted, are you still doing it? Are you tonight?
Yeah, definitely, mate. I can't wait.
Me and Ted are doing the live.
Work in the morning. Fuck.
Start at 10. I've took an hour off. Don't start till 10.
Alright.
He's chilling.
It finishes. It'll be three.
It'll start at 12, won't it?
Oh shit! Yes, that'd be.
So it'll be done for 2.
Yeah, he's fucking sweet.
So chilling.
It's normal bedtime, though.
Yeah, well, weren't last night. I was in on my own. I just hated being on my own, boys. I was talking to myself. I started playing FIFA. I'm not gonna lie to you because no one was in. I had Netflix on this screen, and I was playing. I was playing Ultimate Team.
You should have done. You should have put your fucking 2K on and just played 2K while watching Raw.
No, I was playing FIFA. I was doing Rivals.
Brave man.
Well, I won the first one, and then started. No, probably people came in, probably saw me getting angry, and went, "Oh no, we'll fucking leave him." Fuck it. To be fair, Chad Gable's back.
Is he?
Well, he is back. He was on Raw.
Yes, Chad's back himself. Yes, he is.
He was on Raw, and when Kathy Kelly was a bit of a prick to him, because she was, and accused him of being Mr. America. Because let's face it, that's what the mask might have been. There was someone in the background getting arrested with the mask on. Who is the masked man?
Well,
Brutus.
Ted might remember this, and this is just a. I'm not putting anything down on paper, but I'm just gonna say there was a masked wrestler that wrestled with Fuego del Sol in the early days of, and he was very patriotic. He even had a tattoo on his neck of the American flag.
Okay.
And look, he was there last night as well. They did a lot of promo, but no accusations. But I reckon it could be Cody Rhodes. Just
could be, you know.
Just going on it. That's all I'm saying.
Mr. American Nightmare.
That slap from Travis Scott sent him west. He's broke the personality. Stardust will be back next week.
Yes! I love Stardust.
By the way, if you haven't seen the Fuego del Sol and Cody as a luchador shit, it's brilliant. It's all on YouTube.
What's the fucking tag team called? It was like Fuego, like something.
Two Fuego, two. It was a play on Too Fast, Too Furious. Too Fuego, Too Furious, or something like that. Too Fast, Too Fuego.
Because he was called Fuego 2, weren't he?
Yeah.
It
was gold. It was comedy gold.
Fair dues. Well, there you go then. That's his debut on Raw last night. TNA. We'll talk some TNA dead quick before we get to AEW. Hammerstone, who was an integral part of TNA over the past few months, he's officially done with TNA. He has left the company. His last one was February tapings, and his last day was on the 7th. So we'll probably see him in AEW. But it's a long line of talent that have either left. There's a couple of people that have inked new deals with the company. And they are Daniel Spencer. No, they're not. Ignore me. He's the social media guy. Oh, no, yeah, no, he is. He's part of the social media team with TNA. He signed but for a bigger deal than some of the stars, and they've kicked off.
If they don't have the social media guy, if they don't have the social media there, it's all fine and dandy. The wrestlers getting having a match. Who's putting it on the fucking line for them?
Well, to be fair, he's the referee as well, so he's doing 2 things.
2 contracts.
2 contracts, Ed.
And Elias, obviously we know signed. AJ Styles has done an interview with Chris Van Vliet. Very good. Go check it out. He got asked if he'd ever wrestle in TNA again under the WWE TNA partnership. And he says, I don't know. I'd like to. I think it'd be fun to do something like that, like a one-off. I'd definitely do it. He also commented on WWE and TNA working together, and he said Vince never watched any matches outside of WWE because nothing else existed except for WWE to him. But it feels like Triple H watches everything. I think he has a better idea of who the guys and girls were and bringing them in. But that's what we needed. You have to evolve. Oh my god, maybe he's involved tonight. Tomorrow. Also, Styles also explained why partnerships like WWE TNA, WWE Noah benefit the industry by saying he's going to learn over there. He pointed to Omos recently working with Noah, saying he's going to learn over there and he's going to bring that back to WWE. It's going to work well for him. The things he didn't know, you learn different styles. It's really good for you. So AJ Styles TNA maybe.
Hope so.
Maybe. Quickly on Raw, because the main conversation is going to be about AEW and Revolution. SmackDown first, sorry. The Naomi and Bianca promo this week on Raw, on SmackDown has got given raves by people because of how real it felt with Naomi saying what she did.
Yeah.
Obviously saying that she's been kept behind because of Jade when she's better than Jade. And so on and so forth. It actually says, to be fair, this is from Fightful. TJ Wilson produced it. Tyson Kidd.
Nice.
Go on, T.
Somebody actually understands the business.
Yeah, one long-time WWE employee told sources that it felt like the first time Naomi had the opportunity to be highlighted in a promo like that with substance, and she excelled. There was heavy praise for Bianca's reaction and Jade Cargill, in addition to the writing, producing, and camera work, and it was all done by Tyson Kidd, TJ Wilson.
Good.
So fair play. We also got Cody doing a promo on Cena because Cena worked there, but where's the surprise?
He's there next week in Brussels.
Yeah, he's doing the ones that make him money.
He's got a new shirt as well for the Brussels.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
It's
talking
actually
about.
a nice colour as well. It's like a burgundy red, so it's actually a nice one. But who's buying Fruity Pebbles John Cena merch right now?
Me.
Oh, I want.
I'm not. My money's going to someone called King JB on t-shirts that he's selling.
I've heard he's a reputable seller. That guy.
I've heard that as well. You know. I've heard that as well. Reputable. Is that right?
Repertoire.
No, that's not repertoire.
Reputable sale.
Welcome to Speaking with the Fellas. None of us can do it.
Yeah.
Raw last night. It was a mixed bag. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jay versus Waller. I didn't need to see. I didn't need to see Gunther beat him up again. Why don't we just have? I said it to Ted before. Why don't we have Gunther and Kaiser beating up Jay? Jay needs some help. Brings in Jimmy to take out Kaiser. A little feud building there with Kaiser. And it evens the scores just to try and play it out. Because this beating up Gunther beating up Jay every single week, we all know what's going to happen at WrestleMania.
So I think the reason why it's not Gunther and Kaiser, I don't know what you were talking to about this, Ted, on Sunday. I think Imperium has secretly split.
Yeah, they're just not together anymore, are they?
They're not. There's no interaction no more at all. The only thing they have common is the music.
Well, that was because of what was said backstage a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So I feel like that was the split of them, and they're trying to keep Kaiser away, to build Kaiser up, and it's working because Kaiser's becoming really good on Raw.
No, I agreed, but surely if Jimmy's working with Jay and Gunther and Kaiser, who's probably a bit ahead of Jimmy in terms of title, going towards the Intercontinental title, for Jimmy's nowhere near the US title, then surely that'll only help Jimmy.
Yeah, it would do.
And Kaiser.
I'm not disputing it, that it would work. It should, and that's the way they should probably play it out. But the reason what I'm saying is I feel like they're not doing it because they've sort of split them.
No, that's fine. But I mean, it's boring. I'm already bored of Gunther beating up Jay.
I think as well. I think it has to get Grayson Waller and fucking Austin Theory back on TV before Mania.
Well, they can do that by having Theory take out Waller. And then you've got a feud there. And Theory's already starting to get over slowly because he keeps going yeet.
Yeet.
Jay, you saw getting somebody else over again.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then what made me laugh was Alpha Academy.
He can't help his dear own brother to get over.
Yeah. Bless him. Oh, no, Jimmy did well against Drew over the past couple of weeks. And then, yeah, backstage, and then Alpha Academy saying, we've got you back. Well, where were you when they were taking him out? Like, where were you? Why did you not run out and try and help him from Waller and Theory?
Because I was too big for that now.
He is too. Why, he was. He was on Mad
was
Things on
last
GM mode last night.
Last night.
Mad Things he was. And it's all in the madness. The other decent
If he's
one.
not your pick one, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Mate, there's no way I'm leaving out my OTC as my first one. He's got to be. Or will I go for Punk or Seth? No. Couple of noticeable things on Raw last night. Logan Paul. The guy has travelled that many miles in the space of fucking 3 days is unreal. Fair play to him. He's gone from LA to London, and then and then over to New York. I mean, he's getting paid money to do it, but like,
fair play to him.
it must take a toll on your body for the money for the hours he's flying.
He's not flying a comedy, mate. He's flying private jet,
No, but even private jet, fair play. But
you say that. Well, Will Ospreay does that. What? He does a 16-hour travel like every week, near enough, with AEW. So he flies home.
Flies home every week and flies back for Dynamite.
Yeah. Will Ospreay's done. Is it 2 months? Is it something stupid like hours wise?
Yeah, he's on that Chris Van Vliet's interview. He says about his travel days.
oh yeah, he said that I'll be wanking over him if he came WWE. Yeah, I won't be, mate. Get over yourself. I like Carl Fletcher more. Yeah, Logan Paul. I caught a great promo yesterday, calling out some shit comedian in the front row.
I thought it was Simon Gotch.
Oh, Andrew Schultz.
I thought it was, to be fair. I thought it was Gotch.
I got up this morning. I was flicking through social media. I'm like, "Fuck, Simon Gotch is back."
I did.
Why? Why have they brought Simon Gotch back?
And not Enzo.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on here? And then it turns out it's not. It's just some comedian. And I really wanted him to take out the comedian, and then AJ made the save, which is obviously setting up the match between Logan and AJ for WrestleMania. And then the only other good thing is the end with the steel cage match. It was a fantastic match between.
Produced by Paul Levesque. Oh no, you're talking just before that bit.
No, we're talking about before that bit. The OTC made Seth Rollins win that match, by the way, because he wasn't going to.
Yeah, I know.
So he pulled him out. He won the match, so Seth can thank him for that later. Because he wasn't going to win, Punk was going to win.
He'll thank you with a curse.
And then took him out like he deserved to, because he's a little rat. And then the other little rat in the ring, Mr. Phil Brooks, or whatever his name is.
We'll call him a rat.
Yeah,
you're actually, yeah.
Yeah, Vermin. They both are. No, Seth, I like Seth. I'm just doing it to me and John. Me and John hate each other when we talk about Roman and Seth.
Yeah.
Wait for WrestleMania. That should be fun. Yeah. So it was a good match. It was fantastic. It was a steel cage match. And then the camera was zoomed in on Seth. And then the crowd started cheering. And I thought, well, this is obvious what's happening. And then Roman pulled out Seth. Seth won the match. And then he took out Seth. Then saw Paul Heyman in the ring hugging or picking up CM Punk. And Roman's like, bitch, what you doing? You're my wise man. Gets in the ring and takes out Punk.
Important question, because I haven't watched Raw yet because I've been busy this morning. Did he borrow Solo's hoodie?
No.
No.
Tribal Chief doesn't need Solo's hoodie. The Tribal Chief appears.
Anybody that just comes out of nowhere, they've been borrowing Solo's hoodie for the last week.
Not the Tribal Chief.
Solo couldn't find it, and he got it back the other week.
Not the Tribal Chief, mate. He comes out with his YTC shirt and just takes everyone out because of what the rats did to him at the Royal Rumble. Pricks.
You deserved it.
They did deserve it on Raw. You're correct there, mate. You are correct. Absolutely 100% correct. CM Punk and Seth Rollins deserved it. Yeah. And that was literally Raw. Next week, you've got Braun Breaker and Finn Balor for the Intercontinental title. Don't know why you're not waiting for WrestleMania and having a big match, but hey-oh.
I'm assuming.
You had Bianca, Io, and Rhea as well in a match where they were both, to be fair, disrespecting Io. And then he all fucking kicked off and was like, "Oi, I'm a bitch."
Oh yeah, I'm the champ. Bang! Just slaps them both. Two wonderful slaps as well.
WrestleMania shaping
Like
up slowly.
Slap both of them in one go.
Yeah.
Fair.
Shaping up nicely, WrestleMania at the moment. AEW Revolution.
Yeah, AEW Revolution was on Sunday night, Sunday morning, depending on where you are in the world. I think probably dive into it and go, match by match a little bit. I think unanimously was a good pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Or ending, which
Yes.
we'll discuss, and we'll probably discuss the ending in a little bit more depth than probably the whole thing because. But yeah, it was a good night. The fellas had a good night over on the streams. We peaked at about 300.
We did on YouTube.
On YouTube, yes. On YouTube, we peaked at
TikTok,
about 300.
no fucking gaming.
Twitch, we had some random that wanted me to show it, and then fucked off because.
Show what?
I sent them a link. Don't worry, I sent them the link.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I need the money. Not mine.
I need the money. Thank you.
But yeah. So we opened up with, and I still haven't watched this back, so
I have.
One of you guys have to talk. I have seen a move in it, which I thought was fucking brilliant. We opened up with Hangman Adam Page going one-on-one with Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF.
My scumbag.
Our scumbag. I was really looking forward to this match, but we had a few technical issues, so I totally missed this match while I'm trying to sort out the streams. But feedback on it, boys. What did you think?
Very good match. Very good. I'm very much like you, though. We're having technical issues, so we're really concentrating on trying to keep it going on the TV. Yeah.
I rewatched it back yesterday morning. Fantastic match. I actually put it up as probably my second match of the night. The tombstone onto the chair by MGF.
Yeah.
Onto Page, I thought was sick, and it really protected him really well as well with it. The storytelling between the two, and then once it was over, Hangman Adam Page lying over MJF, obviously saying something to him, was a nice little touch because you could tell he was probably saying that was probably my best match I've ever had.
Hangers needs his flowers over there now. Hangers really needs his flowers again.
Yeah,
I agree.
There was a moment in it, and I've seen this clip, and I thought it's fucking brilliant, where Hanger's sitting in the ring, MJF runs the ropes.
Oh, yes.
He's going to do like a super, like a drop kick or whatever on him. Instead, he takes him out with his dick to the head. He hits him with the crotch, taking out Hangers.
Yeah.
That's why he is our scumbag. But yeah, then we went into, I will say, Tony Khan, bar maybe one match could have moved around. You did actually get the running order pretty much perfect this week because we then go into Momo Watabe versus Mercedes. I am not dropping any one of my titles. Monet. I believe they both come off injured from this match.
Yes, Mercedes is proper banged up. So whether she makes it to Red Pro. Dave Meltzer has confirmed, as far as I know, nobody's seriously hurt, but there are many people who are banged up. While no major injuries are confirmed, it sounds like the locker room isn't walking away unscathed. The injury reportedly happened when Momo kicked Mercedes right in the actual you-know-what. And he said, I think it was the neck.
Yeah, it was the neck. She damaged her larynx, I think is what I read.
And then Momo left on crutches, and I think she hurt her ankle.
Yeah.
Yes, she landed funny, I think.
So they're both banged up.
It was an okay match.
Yeah,
it was alright. It was an okay Mercedes Monet match.
Yeah, it was nothing. Her best one was it Willow, her best one, or Chris?
No, Stat.
Yeah, Statlander, his best one. Yeah.
I think Tony Khan just needs to put his big boy pants up and go, look, you're dropping a title.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're going to be carrying the titles to all these other companies, I'm taking TBS off you. You're going to have to lose one.
Yeah.
Because it's getting boring now.
I'd love to see Harley Cameron win it, me. That would have been the one that I
would have liked Harley Cameron.
Harley Cameron would be great. I think, and the reason she's in my mind is because I read something about it today. I think they're holding off for Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter is getting her visa renewed. That's why she's off TV at the moment and doing independent shows back in the UK.
Yeah,
her visa's run out. I think Jamie Hayter, because Jamie Hayter was the AEW's women's title, but it cut short because of injury. Now she's got fit, but her visa's run out. So when the visa stuff gets sorted,
I loved what she put on Sharon Mossap's tweet. He put news on Jamie Hayter coming up, and she went, "Don't worry, it's just my visa. Nothing special."
I like it, yeah. Do you know what? And I think every wrestler should do that when there's like a rumor fly around. Just let you go into one of the big guys and go, "No, I've just gone on holiday for a week."
Yeah, exactly. Just fucking call it out for the bullshit.
Just let you shut the shit down.
Who was the other one? There's someone WWE did that the other week. Can't remember who it was, but she turned around and was like, "No, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me in the company."
Van Vliet's not normally one of the ones that spreads shit.
No, Vliet's... No, he can't because he literally films the whole interview. He can't. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So he's the decent one. Vliet's sick.
Then we went into... Was the next match
it was Swerve and Ricochet.
Yeah.
Good match. Storytelling was there for the rivalry, but it was there to finish the rivalry over a fucking coat.
CM Punk?
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good match. I just reminded everybody. I think it gave a good show on Ricochet myself, but I think it just reminded everybody, which is crucial for later in the night, because this was a number one contenders match. That Swerve is fucking Swerve, and it's his house.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, she's never lost. I know Daniel Bryan and that, but Bryan Danielson. I wouldn't. I just think Swerve is the man. I don't care about anyone else. Bar Kenny Omega, obviously. But I just think Swerve is different gravy.
I think Swerve is one of them people, and there's a select few that's done it where they've been at the big time, they've been let go by the big time, and gone, right, I'm going to show you why you should have never let me go. Cody Rhodes has done it. Drew McIntyre did it. Cardona's doing it. I think Swerve's trying to do it over at AEW.
I think Cardona's not in that category, to be quite honest with you.
Cardona, that's why I say Cardona is doing it, because he's not finished it yet. Well, I think Swerve has got to the point where he's completed it.
I get it. The only reason I say that is because how long was Cody there? How long did Drew and Cody take before they left WWE to join? Take Cody away because he went to AEW. But Drew, how long was it? Was it a year? 2 years? I think.
The thing with Drew for me was Drew worked his ass off, worked every show God could give him. That's
this is why I'm comparing it. Yeah. So with Drew, WWE saw that and went, "Yeah, we'll have that." With Matt Cardona, they've not given any offer to him. So as much as he's putting the work and effort in, no one's really out there going, "We need Matt Cardona on our show." Yeah, I love Matt Cardona. I think he's absolutely fantastic, but I don't think he adds anything to WWE. To be fair, I don't think he adds anything to AEW.
And I think that's why he hasn't been signed to either to him. But for work rate and effort that he's putting in,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
To be able to reset from the Zack Ryder gimmick.
Yeah. That I agree with. I just don't think he's on that level.
It's probably the rebuild. That's probably where
I mean. No, fair enough then.
That's where I'm probably going with. I think Swerve has now completed his rebuild and put himself in a point where if WWE contracts and all that and WWE came back, he could argue the point of, I'm coming back and I want main event.
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%. All day long. When people say, "Oh, you compare people in companies," I compare Kenny to Roman because not wrestling. I'm not talking about wrestling wise, by the way. I'm talking about stature.
I would go Roman and Seth.
No. So I'm holding out for Seth for Swerve.
Oh, okay.
That's why I've not said Seth. So when you look at the two big people in the company, take CM Punk away because he's a prat. Roman and Seth are the two biggest people in that company, next to John Cena and Cody Rhodes, obviously. But no one compares to Cody Rhodes at the moment.
Yeah.
So you take Roman and you take Seth, the two biggest people that have been in WWE, not gonna Roman's issues, but has been the constant in WWE. Kenny Omega's Roman Reigns. Swerve for me is Seth Rollins. He's the workhorse. He's there week in, week out. And he'll put on a 10 out of 10 performance no matter what.
I agree. I would go Mox and Seth are the workhorses because I said it on Sunday. Mox is the Mr. Reliable for AEW.
I think for me that's just ratings.
Yeah,
For Mox.
but I get that's what I'm saying. I get where you're doing you're from, but in my head, I 100% agree with you if you've gone the comparison. But if we're going for like workhorse and the reliability, yes, Swerve is there, but Mox is Mr. Reliable. But I think Mox is like, I'm trying to think of something right now.
Drew.
The Drew, yeah, he's the Drew.
Yeah.
He is. I need a job done. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, your comparison there. You're absolutely bang on, Drew Mox. I need someone to pull me out the shit here to get me a good match on.
We'll give it Drew.
We'll give it Drew, or we'll give it Mox.
Yeah.
And that's
We need a 5-star match. We'll give it Swerve. We'll give it Seth.
Yeah. We need someone to fuck. This show is absolutely murdering. Seth, Swerve, go and steal the fucking show.
Yeah. We need a name on the show. Okay, Roman, Kenny.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
But no, Will's name is in there as well.
I agree, and I agree with he's up there with the Kennys and Swerves. I think Will at the moment, I think Swerve's better than him. Just as my personal opinion, and everyone's got their opinions. I think Swerve is better than Will Ospreay. I'd prefer to watch a Swerve match than a Will Ospreay match. I think Kenny is better than Will. By a country mile at the moment. This is, again, my opinion. We've all got opinions. I don't... And I'd prefer to watch a Seth match, and obviously Rowan, because he's my favourite, but Seth match over Will. Will's fantastic. I'm not taking anything away from Will, because he's the only thing... And it happened against Kyle Fletcher. The fucking false finishes, man.
That's every fucking match.
No, I know it is. But with Swerve and Ricochet, that night it was fine. It was just there where it needed to be. I didn't need to see 8 million fucking false finishes with fucking whatever his finish is called. And Carl Fletcher's
Hidden Blade.
Yeah, Hidden Blade. And then the Styles Clash on. I don't need to see that, and I think that sometimes for me personally, I think that hinders a Will match for me because I just can't believe him doing anything.
I think that's something we've discussed though recently. It
happens in WWE as well. It happened last night with Seth and Rollins.
No finisher's protected no more. There isn't a finisher that's finishing the
I agree.
The stunner was hit. That was the end of the match. Done. Bosh. Pedigree was hit. There's only like Stone Cold, The Rock ever kicked out of the pedigree.
Shawn Michaels, Sweet Chin Music.
Yeah, they were superstars. There's nothing like that. I love Will and yeah, he could be held in that conversation. My issue with Will right now, and it's more of a worry for Will, is every match is the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost the same, and I feel the fact that they've embroiled him. I'm hoping that's the end now.
Yeah,
but I don't think it is. That they embroiled him so deep in this blood feud with Kyle Fletcher. And
that's what Kyle was shouting at him.
Yeah, I feel that's holding Will back in AEW now.
Agreed.
I think what Will should do, and it probably won't do because he wants to work fucking everything. Will should go and take a little bit of a time away.
Yeah.
Like Kyle Fletcher, give Kyle Fletcher time to move off. Put fucking Kyle Fletcher with Hook.
Or Daniel Garcia.
Or Daniel Garcia. Give me them three kicking the fuck out of each other every week now for a few weeks.
Yeah, for the TNT title.
TNT title. Will disappears. Will comes back and it's part of fucking Kenny Omega, which we're going to get the title for champion versus champion, the winner of the night. He wins. Let's say if we go Okada gets the one over on Kenny because that's the history writes itself, and Will comes in and drops Okada on his head, and we start there with Okada. Again, we will, or we need something fresh, Will.
Yeah,
Will now is.
Can we not have Okada, please? Because we've done that.
I'm just using that as like where we can get history. That's all. We're going there because that's what Tony Khan likes to do is bring back up history from New Japan. But I think if Will stays stuck in this Don Callis feud, I feel Will gets further away from being a world champion.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because Swerve's now slept back in. Kenny's floating around again. I know Kenny's just took on the international title. Kenny's floating around. You're going to have Cole. You're going to have Christian. Joe's probably going to have a sniff around there. MJF, Hangman.
Page.
Jay
White is going to have something to do with Cole soon as well, so no doubt he's there on there.
I would, if you're going to have, we'll talk about it more. I'll hold this until we get to that point, actually, with Jay White.
But yeah, the Swerve and Ricochet match, for me, I can't take Ricochet as a heel. I can't. Maybe it's because of the WWE stuff.
And a little bit more now. See, I think he's done all right.
His promos
he's getting better.
Promos are shit.
His promos
are still bad.
And that's where I thought he would have worked if they put Prince Nana with him. Prince Nana turned his back. I think he needs the rub from like a Paul Heyman or somebody can talk for him. That's where
he needs a mouthpiece desperately.
Put him in the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he isn't in that faction.
Because they're waiting for Cedric.
Yeah, they're waiting for Cedric annoyingly, but put him in the Hurt Syndicate. Let MVP do all the talking for him. Because MVP's doing all the talking for the other two. Let MVP do the talking for Ricochet.
Or even Leo Rush. I know he's a wrestler and he's a very good wrestler. But Leo Rush was the mouthpiece for Bobby Lashley in WWE. And he's very good at it.
Yeah. Or find him. Or see how... Can she cut a promo? Let's see if someone further could be his mouthpiece.
Oh, yeah, she wants to. So she wants to be a manager.
Give her an opportunity.
Yeah. She can do ring announcing.
So a non-compete should be done by now, surely.
She left in summer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it would have been done in September.
Yeah. We'll see. All right. So they're waiting for Ricochet to...
Okada, Brody King.
Brody King.
Very good match.
It was a good match, but...
I think we were just talking more into it, weren't we, really? At that point.
It was a good match. It's just put Okada on the card, and that's all I felt with that one.
Yeah.
If you're going to do anything with that, you should have dropped it to Brody and let him run with it for a bit. I feel that one needs to be taken off Okada soon.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, apparently the merging, that's the plan, innit? The Continental and that belt is getting merged together, the International, and we're getting rid of one. So, which I quite like the idea of.
One last title on AEW TV. That's not a bad thing. Finally, Tony might actually do something decent. It was an okay match. It was, Brody King come off looking well. Okada's Okada. He looks good most matches, so it was all right. Yeah. Then we went in. Is this the next women's?
Tag. Hurt Syndicate.
The Hurt Syndicate versus Outrunners.
I couldn't give a shit. Honestly, Bobby Lashley in 2025, I don't care less.
Yeah, it was probably the weakest match of the night.
Yeah. We did find out what the Outrunners can do. They wanted to go separate ways, though. Hogan and Sheik.
Yeah. Cheeky baby.
Cheeky baby, you're jabroni.
But yeah, so it was a meh. It was probably the weakest match. And then are we on the women's match, yeah?
It says it all when it was 8 minutes. Yes, a women's match. Tony Storm and Mariah May.
Pure and utter cinema.
Yeah, I agree.
Match of the night. These two women absolutely deserve every plaudit they can get right now.
Yeah.
From the get-go, it was fiery. It was quick pace. The amount of blood was shed was unbelievable, and it was just perfect for that feud. If that's the end of that feud, which I think it is, it was a perfect match. The match of the night, very, very good match.
I agree. I loved it. And this is coming from me with Tony Storm. I thought the match was probably, and I've not watched the old 2019, 2020 matches with Britt Baker and that, but since I've been watching, that's probably the best women's match I've seen in AEW in quite some time. There was just nothing about it that I hated or I got bored in. I was invested. I thought Toni Storm, the character, the way she's changed herself from when she was in WWE, and then she was lost. She was lost in the same old gimmick that she had in WWE and before WWE, and then she's got this gimmick now, and as much as it's cringe, it works well. Mariah May, marry me for one. although Liv's first. But like Mariah May, I didn't. Before she came to AEW, I didn't know how good she was.
I'd heard of her.
She's
but I
fucking
didn't really know
fantastic.
This feud has made me interested in Toni Storm.
Yeah.
I said this on Sunday. I didn't mind Toni Storm when she first came through in in NXT UK and stuff like that. I didn't mind it, and then I got bored because it was just same old every week. She came across to AEW. I was like, oh great. I wasn't so
Another XW.
Yeah, Outcast thing just never really worked off. That was a group to help get Saraya on TV without her actually wrestling. Then she went away and did Timeless. Didn't understand that at first, but this feud has made me go, it's actually fucking really good, actually. I'm intrigued now, though, where we go next.
Her versus Hater would be really good, but by the sounds things actually the other way.
This is it. Who's next? Like Ali Cameron, Toni Storm, but Ali Cameron came out in the pre-show.
Yeah, the promos for that would be excellent.
Toni Storm fucking fantastic. Elektra Lopez. She looks like she's signing.
Yeah, the Toni Storm doing the whole movie star and stuff, and then fucking Harley Cameron's talking to her as a puppet.
Yeah.
How
good is that?
That's fucking gold because they're
both messed up in the head. Exactly.
Yeah. It'll be just great.
Who'd you feed to Toni Storm? But unless you bring Saraya back, because Saraya hasn't done anything because she's been doing her own thing. But I don't know about Ruby Riott or whatever her name is.
She's just had a baby.
No, I know she had a baby last year. So obviously she's still out, so you can't get her back yet. Unless she wants to, then fair play to her. But you fed everything to her. Do you give Mercedes money? Potentially another title versus title?
Potentially.
I think that's the only way you go now because she's faced Mariah May. Unless you put with Harley Cameron, she's faced, I'm sure at one point she faced Julia Hart, Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker.
Done Jamie.
Has Tony never done Jamie?
No, because Jamie got injured in the match that Tony.
Building.
Yeah.
What, even before this gimmick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, so they've actually never faced each other. Wow, okay. Fair play.
No.
So you could do Jamie Hayter, but then what do you do with Mercedes money?
Yeah, that's the issue we've got now.
Because you can't put Mariah May with her, because it's heel versus heel. And Tony, obviously, in wrestling, you don't put heel versus heel together, because it doesn't work. GM mode says that. Triple H has a go at me every week for it. Prick. Yeah, who'd you throw at her?
I still want to see the payoff with fucking what's her face, the old bodyguard with Monet.
Oh, she's fucking disappeared. Come out.
She's filming that. She's been filming that Queen of the Ring.
Is that what it was been?
Yeah, she's been injured, and then she filmed Queen of the Ring.
Oh, don't get me started on that fucking segment.
Oh, we're getting there. We're gonna get there. I'm gonna bring that up. Don't you worry. That is being brought up. Yeah, she's been at the Queen of the Ring, so.
That's it. Unless he gives a chance to somebody else now, let's move forward.
Actually, here we go. Here's what we do. Right, I've got the fucking answer. So we have Jamie Lynch. Go for Monet, and then what we finally do, Tony, right?
Rebecca Quinn.
If you're not going to watch this, but I'm going to remind you of something. You've got one of the best wrestlers that you've ever had sat on a show that nobody gives a shit about, and say, Athena, the one that hasn't lost for X many days. How's about giving her to Toni Storm? So that's a heel and that's a face, and they're probably your two best.
Another one he's got sitting on the other show and not seen on Dynamite since that awful chair incident they had. Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa. Fucking travesty, and it's backstage politics. I think is playing a big part in this, and the person who's been mentioned, Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa should be fucking Thunder Rosa should. I'd put Thunder Rosa titles on money. That's a chick title money. But if you want to have another fucking females bloodbath, fucking feed Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm to us because they can have a lights out match because she did it with Britt and it was fucking excellent.
Yeah.
That's the last that match on Sunday reminded me of that.
Yeah.
That's as close as they've got to that caliber of women's match since then for me.
But that's the state of thing, you know. I mean, like you said, Athena sits in there in ROH, rotting away, not even like getting TV time.
They're looking for a TV. They're looking for a TV network, aren't they, for Ring of Honor now?
Just stop. Make it their developmental show, and that's it. You go there before you come up, but he won't because he's going to try and fucking feed us it. But yeah, Athena, you got fucking Brit. I mean, Brit's whatever beef's going on with Brit, fucking sort it out and bring her back.
Yeah, it's weird that it's still. There's no word on Brit. I know there's rumours coming out that she's been doing some is it TV series or something she's been filming.
She filmed Cobra Kai, but that's way
Cobra Kai.
Done.
Yeah.
That's way done.
So what's she doing?
Nothing.
I mean, are they trying to sort out? I don't think it is because
last time I heard, see you later. That was the last thing I heard.
I think that's the one person, along with Kenny. And
he can't afford to let go.
Oh, Kenny won't anyway because he's fucking he owns some of the company. But I think Britt Baker is probably one of the ones they will never let go.
He can't afford to let Britt Baker go. The minute so you've got a list of people: Kenny, the Bucks,
Swerve.
Britt Baker.
Well, actually,
He's Swerve, maybe Mox.
Yeah.
I think the moment that they turn up in WWE TV, that is Eric Bischoff telling everybody that Mankind's winning the world championship.
Yeah, I agree.
Moment. The moment he loses his originals is what they keep calling themselves when they cut a promo about how long they mean to company. The moment he starts to lose his originals is the moment that he admits defeat for me.
She slots in straight away in the main roster with Charlotte and Rhea and Liv and Bianca.
Yeah. She walks in, she takes the title and she carries the show.
Yeah.
You could put her on whatever one's suffering with the women. So whatever one.
SmackDown.
You could put her SmackDown, run her against Charlotte, fucking golden. Run her against fucking Nia, fucking golden.
Tiff.
She writes it herself. She is, yeah. And I'm with you, 100% agree with her. The moment she walks out,
company's done.
You
haven't got women. You've got two people holding up a women's division. Three of you include Mercedes Moné, but you've got Mariah May and Toni Storm trying to put fires out in a women's division that's already lacking.
Yeah, I mean, you're relying on the likes of Anna Jay and Julia Hart trying to fucking find steam and become superstars
when they've got nothing behind them already.
Yeah,
it's like Lau Vacaria with the Intercontinental Championship. There's nothing behind her, but we'll give her the title anyway.
Yeah.
So
you put the title back around Britt Baker's waist, whatever one, it's people will watch it again.
Yeah.
Britt's turning up.
Exactly. That's why Bayley's going to win that Intercontinental title. Oh, Raquel Rodriguez, actually, by the looks of things after last night. Well, it is what it is. Yeah. Then you had Kenny and Takeshita.
You're right. They write their own right up them too, don't they? Let's be honest. Fucking both.
We all had Kenny to win that, didn't we? To win the International Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They write their own right up. They you know what I mean, they're probably two of the best performers in wrestling. Among a lot, they're in a group of people that you know you're going to get a good match from. You put them together, good match. I think this gives Takeshi the time to work with New Japan now. I think that's where he's going. Obviously, as much as I don't want it to be this way, but it looks like we're going to get fucking Kenny Okada now because what Ted said about merging titles.
Over to our New Japan correspondent, Ted. What have you got for us, Ted?
Yeah, that looks to be the way they're going.
It's raining.
Thanks, Ted. Sorry, I was doing Family Guy. Go on.
Sorry, man. But yeah,
it's raining.
It's weird because because the New Japan Cup's going on right now, so this is where they do a tournament and the winner wins a massive, like, Heritage Cup style cup, and they get a title shot. So I expected Takeshi to be in this, but we're partway through the thing, was partway through it. So him
Okay.
losing made no sense. Like it took me off guard a little bit, but I think Gabe's going to win that. Say with how much they're pushing Gabe at the minute, I think that'll be.
Fairs.
But yeah, but I'm assuming he's going to come over and do a feud. I'm not sure who with right now. Maybe with Tanner, because Tanner's not got long left. He may want to do because Tanner is a legend over there, so he may want to do some work with Takeshita as a it's like it's the 8. So I would probably call. I know everyone says I would say Takeshita is the new ace of Japan, in my eyes.
Yeah.
He's the one that's got the biggest opportunity.
I can see
I
it.
don't know how you feel about that, John. I'd say, but for me,
Yeah,
100%.
I think he's the face of Japanese wrestling.
Yeah, 100%.
That's probably the best way if you're looking for a Japanese wrestler to be the forefront right now. Tanahashi's the ace has probably been it for a long time. You know, Okada slipped in and out, and a few others. But I think the rebuild of Japanese wrestlers is focused on Takeshita, and I think New Japan are going to want to cash in on that soon.
Yeah, because I know they've got Shota, but I don't think the Shota things is going well at the minute.
I think Takeshita and Shota could help Shota build for the future.
Yeah, all day.
Shota's the future, with Takeshita is the now.
Yeah.
It's probably the best way to put it.
Will Ospreay, Carl Fletcher.
Good match.
Yeah.
Blood rate's what you want from a feud. Plenty of blood, plenty of back and forth.
Yeah.
My one gripe, we said it on stream, it ran probably 5-10 minutes too long.
Yep.
Yeah, all day. Unfortunately.
And now the false finishes.
Matt and the false finish.
Honestly, it's not just AEW. I brought it up before. Seth and Punk was the same last night. Seth took 3 GTSs. Punk took 5 stomps. Like, why is nothing protected?
A double curb stomp, so 1 curb stomp, but I know it was 2 feet. Took Roman off TV for a few weeks.
Like, are we? Honestly, it's my one. Well, I've got many gripes, but it's one of the main gripes at the moment is there's just the false finishes, and like I said, not just for AEW. I'm not picking on AEW. WWE's the same sometimes.
Yeah, just a thought though. What if Roman's kryptonite is
Roman hasn't got any kryptonite.
What if his
Roman hasn't got any kryptonite?
Roman
hasn't got any kryptonite.
It is.
Roman hasn't got any kryptonite.
Seth's curb stomps the one.
There is one kryptonite that Roman has. He teamed with him at Bad Blood.
Cody Rhodes.
Nah, Seth's curb stomp seems to do him a world of
No,
good as well.
he went off because he was filming something. His kryptonite was Cody Rhodes. And Undertaker and John Cena. And Seth and everyone else that came out in that fucking match. The Avengers. Iron Man.
But yeah, it was a good match.
Yeah, it's like I loved it, me.
Like I said before, though, I'm hoping that's it. It's done.
I loved at the ending with Carl Fletcher shouting and saying, "Hit me, you bastard! I hate you."
Yeah.
I love that because that's that. You can see that's what if WWE weren't so PG, I'd want that from Punk and Seth. Like Seth shouting through the chamber, die.
I was
like, I love that stuff from a feud. It's a blood boil feud. That's the stuff you want, and I loved it. But it just went on 10 minutes too long for me.
Yeah.
To be match of the night.
Props to Will as well in the match, because when obviously the weapons got brought in, the barbed wire baseball bat, he gave a homage to the hardcore legend himself, Mick Foley.
Yeah, Edge. Oh, sorry. Ed beat Mick Foley for that title, so just saying. WrestleMania 22, go watch it.
Mick Foley's actually reposted the image of it, and he's actually said thank you for the homage. So yeah. Right, so then it went to, was it main event time?
Mox and Cope.
Right.
What a main event!
Yeah.
Cinema. Oh no, yeah. So before that.
Fucking hell.
No, we're not doing fucking hell. So when obviously Swanky said, so WWE around the ring
I'll give you
side.
back later on GM on for this.
It needs to be brought up. It needs to
So,
be fucking brought up.
When WWE do stars around the ring, they just show the camera to them. Yeah, obviously the odd one gets in the ring, like what's his name last night, but then Logan was about to kick his ass.
Simon Gotch.
Yeah, Simon Gotch
Schultz.
2.0.
Adam Schultz.
Like Macaulay Culkin was ringside last night.
He was so. I love every time.
He's fucking mint. He loves the WWE, and I absolutely fucking love it.
We
He loves professional wrestling.
Like Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn did at Mania.
Oh, mate, him and R-Truth or something.
In a Home Alone cinematic match.
Oh, mate, I need something from him and R-Truth at Christmas. I need it.
Yeah.
Right, and they just point the camera to him.
Oh, I've got it.
Go on.
R-Truth's getting harassed. We'll go Kieran. I'm using Kieran now because Kieran will be good for it. Kieran's harassing R-Truth. He's been absolutely murdering him. He's killed him week in, week out. And then we get Macaulay Culkin backstage. Oh, Truth, you'll be fine. Truth's then next week at home with Macaulay Culkin. And Kieran's outside with...
Why are you putting Kieran on that?
Because I think Karen would be great at it. I think Karen would be absolutely great taking the bumps.
Yeah, he fucking would, to be fair.
His face being so...
Animated,
and it's literally R-Truth at the top, like, keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yeah, it would be cool, to be fair. Yeah, WWE just point the camera to him and say, this is him from Netflix, this is them from Netflix, this is what the blah, blah, blah. That's it. Obviously, we get the old Travis Scott having his rage sage in the corner, and that's to do with The Rock. That's
slapping someone when he's not meant to.
Yeah. Doing a black eye and a burst of eardrum. However,
okay.
I'm
looking forward to watching Queen of the Ring. Apparently, it's not done well at the box office already, but I'm still looking forward to watching it.
I think it's done really well.
No, it's bummed.
Mick Foley's said it's
no box office figures. It's fucking well low for what they expected.
Figures, box office figures right now for movies because of the streaming services and platforms. They're fucking every movie's panning like fuck.
Well, they go off fucking the peak of cinema, which was what they class around about Avengers era, Endgame.
Fucking Titanic and shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
so they compare it to that, but however, it's not even apparently reached the levels they thought it would do. So, anyway, what's her name? Damaris Lewis was ringside, and they cut to her, and they were asking her questions about wrestling. I don't know who the interviewer was. I forgot.
Tony.
Was it Tony Schiavone? Well, it makes it even fucking better that he interviewed him.
Well, look, I gave Tony his dues. Tony pulled the mic away from him because the guy they were with tried to grab it.
I'm sure it weren't Tony. I'm sure Tony was sat down because he looked pissed off. Or was that something else?
Probably fucking something else. I'm sure it was Tony.
Let's have a look. During the AEW Revolution, Damaris Lewis, casual remark, you all know you're going to win before anybody else does. So thank you for teaching me that. Now, Camille has come out and defended her and said she wasn't saying that. She was saying she's learned something new about the business. However, fans are on, as they do, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, and their gripe is...
And the backstage.
And people backstage, and the talent backstage were pissed off. Their gripe is, you don't say that, or you find out what they're going to say beforehand, because if they say that, they're saying it in the middle of a pay-per-view before the main event. So, another thing for Tony Khan to learn, production meetings. Let's speak to these people, let's see what they're going to say. Oh, you shouldn't say that, how about you say this instead? You can laugh all you want, but you've just literally let someone come on your pay-per-view, and I know we all know it is, but you've just let them say that live on pay-per-view. That is seen around the world. And people now think even more of a stupid shithouse the company is than it already is at the moment. You're not doing your company or yourself any favours by that. And TNA probably did the same. like if you're running a company, you go up to them and say, right, what are you going to say? Like, we're going to interview you, Queen of the Ring. What are you going to say?
What you're going to say?
Yeah.
And they go, oh well, I was thinking of saying, that I'm happy that someone's taught me that you know who's going to win before the match happens. Well, you can't say that, even though we all know it. You can't say it. It's like an unwritten rule on TV.
That is like telling a child below the age of 5 that Santa's not real.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting another gazette. Go on.
But yeah, I get it. And I was like, what the fuck she just said? Look, these people shouldn't be allowed near microphones. I'm surprised they were allowed in front of cameras to make films. Because clearly she didn't, she clearly in her head thought, yeah, this is a really good thing. Now, I don't know if they were caught unaware, because maybe they thought the fella was only going to speak and he sort of dropped him in.
Yeah, because to be fair, he kind of didn't know what to say either, and he pushed it onto them. Yeah,
so maybe one of them clan moments where she's just gone, yeah, you taught me that you all know who wins, and then she's probably gone, fuck. But yeah, no, you don't do that.
But then, she's had to delete her Twitter account. She's blocked anyone from trying to message her or follow her on Instagram because she's getting death threats. It's not that deep, folks. We say it about Rhea Ripley and people you follow and you meet at your airports and you go to their houses. Stop acting like it's life or death.
Matthew,
it's not.
Matthew, it's still real, damn you.
It's real to me. The tribal chief is my tribal chief, but I don't go around following him. I wish I could.
But you guys don't see every week. Matt's got a grass skirt on and he sits there with his tribal tattoos on his legs.
Oh right, like Maui.
Yeah, and he's took his Hawaiian fala off. He comes back on.
My what?
In between your Hawaiian fala.
My Hawaiian fala.
Your flowers.
The Ura fala.
No, it means the flowers around your neck.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's what I thought it meant. That's why I asked him to think it, and then he said flowers. So that's why I was like, okay, I'll let him off. But anyway, after that, let's go on to something shitter, the main event. John, take it away.
So yeah, main event, Cope versus John Moxley for a briefcase. Because I don't even believe there's a title in there anymore. I feel like that is a Tony Khan thing, that whoever wins is going to open the briefcase and it's going to be
the kids' toys.
It's going to be nothing there, and fucking Mox is going to be off in the crowd and whatever her name meets him and he's got the title and he's fucking still holding it hostage. Yes, for the world title. The match was an alright match for a title match.
It didn't flow at all.
It didn't. Yeah, it had its moments where it was a bit meh.
Mm-hmm. It's just two styles that just don't go together.
Yeah, and it was just it was forced to give Cope a title match. That is how it felt. Which is nothing wrong giving Cope a title match. Don't get me wrong, but and then obviously we had the thing that we mentioned on the prediction shows. Well, I mentioned the prediction shows. Where Christian has his contract, and Christian came out towards the end of the match to cash in. And then this is where it all went Pete Tong. For you people who don't know what Pete Tong means, wrong.
Went to the shit.
Yes. So he cashes in, he signs, and then Mox, he tries to pin Edge at Cope. Mox gets back and forth, puts him in a submission hold, and he keeps trying to cover Cope, and he keeps pulling away. He ends up passing out, and Mox retains. What was the fucking point of having this whole match, the whole build-up for weeks? Because it's one of the only storylines that's continuously been on TV for the last 3 weeks. To Mox still walk away. Obviously, we know then when Mox walks away, he's in the crowd as he does. He's greeted by Prince Nana. They have a bit of a
Prince Nala. Isn't that a flying king?
Yeah, it's his message.
So they have a bit of interaction, and then obviously Swerve has to get involved, and Swerve jumps out of the stand onto them, leading off Swerve Mox. So the idea of getting that match put in is fine, but you didn't need to cash in a fucking opportunity to waste it.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do with this fucking contract thing. And it had gone on for too long. They should have given it to Hook, and Hook should have been the hero. Been saying that for weeks. But is what it is, Tony.
Do you know what? The other thing is, though, you could have given it a Hook, and Hook doesn't need to be the hero. Hook could have went out and had an absolute banger match with Mox. And Mox still wins because Mox the veteran.
Yeah.
But it's the one time in this storyline where Mox sort of shows somebody some respect because Hook beats. He has a full-on fight with Mox, what Mox wants, and he earns Mox's respect. That will project Hook to the next level.
Yeah.
But it just what an ending. I believe there's a lot of people. It's not just us to feel it. Everybody's feeling the same. Even their own talent has come out and said it. And I touched on it earlier on. I don't know if it was, I think I said it before we recorded. Eddie Kingston, the king of the bums, has come out and said, I think he's getting closer to his return. We were talking about the weekend. I think he's getting closer to his return. But he has come out and said, basically, what the hell was that? Why should I go back there now?
Don't blame him.
He's not wrong. But we were saying at the weekend with Jay, like, I was one of the biggest fans of AEW, and it's gradually just kicking it out of me. It's just kicking it out of me. Like,
Ali's here.
Yeah.
So I love AEW. I still enjoy watching AEW. I have moments with WWE as well as AEW where you can get Spider-Man. Matt, no Spider-Man. Shit. Sorry. I still love. I still hold AEW in a very close part of my heart. I've said it before on record. I feel part of AEW because I've been there from the beginning.
so
And that's what AEW gives me. I actually feel part of it.
it's
It's just
becoming hard.
Yeah, it's becoming heartbreaking. I'm probably starting to feel what a WCW fan felt towards WCW when it started to flounder. Like, I don't want. This is like watching something I love suffer.
Yeah.
It really is. And how long do we let it suffer for? It's getting to that point.
Sorry,
Weekly
boys.
shows has moments. Mate, I didn't know you knew Spider-Man.
I know.
Why have you never told us?
And neither did I.
Spider-Man?
As you know, when Aunt May finds out it's Spider-Man, that's what I've just done.
Hey, wait till you watch back. Watch back that moment. I lost my shit when Spider-Man come on screen, mate. Fuck.
Honestly. And then he's just gone. Don't want that, and threw the art piece off. And I've just gone, show me your muscles, and he's like, no. So.
But yeah,
What we're talking about?
Mate,
Sorry.
we're just saying about AEW now, the state of it, and I was just saying, like, I've said it before, that how I love AEW. I feel
know you
part of AEW because I've been there since the beginning. But at the moment, it's like watching something that I love suffer and go through, like.
Do you want to know what it is? It's Man United for me.
Yeah.
It's Man United for me.
Yeah.
We hit our peak. Now we're shit.
Yeah, it's crumbling, but like I said, I feel probably like what a WCW fan felt when that was happening over there.
Defo.
That's how I feel right now. The shows have parts which are good.
Yeah.
The booking's all fucking wrong. So I'll give you an example. We had Adam Cole against Daniel Garcia for TNT title on a Collision a couple of weeks ago.
I was just going to bring this up. So, if you look, obviously, with how bad the storylines are, but each division's poor. So, TNT title being defended on Collision and not on a pay-per-view. It hasn't been on a pay-per-view, and I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. I'm not going to go back and look.
Probably MJF.
Probably.
MJF and
Yeah.
That's probably Jack Perry.
Women's division. Barmer, IMA, and Tony Storm. The women's division is poor. Tag team division. Who should be holding them titles? FTR. You've got the best tag team in the world sitting in your division, and they are doing stuff in a 6-man tag with Edge.
they're sitting fucking back at home, mate. They've not been on telly for a few weeks. Well, they've wrestled with fucking Garcia on Collision the other week.
That's what I mean. So you're doing stuff. Tag division's poor. The main title picture, you've got so many contenders you can try and throw at him. You could have Jay White again. You can throw MJF. Adam Page deserves a shot. Swerve is obviously sitting there. Hook
MJF.
could potentially have a shot. MJF. And you're giving us that shit. It's poor. And I'm not saying, I always say it, I'm not sitting there and saying WWE's perfect because it's fucking not. Tag division's poor on Raw. Women's division on SmackDown's not great. But the storylines still grab you. There's no storyline in AEW that has grabbed me over the past 3-4 months. Nothing. Adam Copeland coming back didn't do anything for me. He's my second favourite ever wrestler. Could care less, he's back. I could care less. And that crowd can't even sing his theme song, so don't give me that either. So
this is it, and this is where, like, it's now becoming so much more apparent because they can put on an absolute bang of a pay-per-view. This
Always.
week's pay-per-view was it was very good again.
Yeah.
But he can't wrestle his morals. He's got a weekly show. He needs to book and run properly. He's not a company that just puts on a special show every couple of months. He is a weekly episodic, multiple times a week programming, and it's lacking.
Yeah.
He is. My issue now is he is trying to make superstars out of the wrong people and putting the wrong people forward. I'm using the Hurt Syndicate right now as a prime example.
Yeah, stop with the WWE guys getting, like, as soon as they come in, stop it. You said the whole thing of AEW was we're not going to just get WWE guys in and give them title shots. Mercedes Moné comes in and gets a title shot. Hurt Syndicate are there within a month and get a title shot and win the titles. Jericho's a different story. He came in, he was a part of the whole beginning of it. So and John Moxley. So I'll leave them ones to lie. But, like, there's no need for it. You've got homegrown talent. Ricky Starks has had to leave to go to another company to actually get on TV. Same with Ethan Page. Sean Spears has just won the North American. I know it's the North American, but it's the North American. He's just won a title on TV and seemed like a big deal. Jade Cargill has now gone from being there. She's a fucking superstar. As much as she's not great in the ring, she gets one of the biggest pops of the night.
It's the WWE guys. The wrong ones. If you bring people and you put them in there too quickly, you're moving too quickly. Hurt Syndicate right now. Hurt Syndicate should not be anywhere near that tag team titles. Tag team titles, you should be looking because we only have one set on AEW where you got multiple titles for everything else, barring the world, and you have one set. Right, you've got a tag team division. If you minus off FTR and Young Bucks, you've got a young tag team division over there.
Yep.
With the likes of Private Party, Top Flight, the Outrunners, believe it or not, are actually a youngish tag team. They're quite new.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, believe it or not, they are.
They don't look it.
I know, yeah. But you've got, I hate to say it, but you've got Mason Mansour over on ROH.
Yeah.
You could use that tag team division to build up some of these young stars, get them on TV, work it out that way, and then have the likes of FTR, the Young Bucks. I'm going to throw the Gun Club in that question now because they're one of the top teams over there now.
Agreed.
The Acclaim is split, so that's a shame.
None of them have been on TV since.
No, well, I'm going to get the Bowens in a moment. But you could develop the tag team division there, right? Then you've got two of your biggest names in your company holding two out of three of your mid card titles, and Kenny Omega and Okada. Them two shouldn't be touching them titles. I know it's prestigious and gets them on TV and it makes them, but they're stuck there now. They should be up taking on the Moxleys. There's where your Garcia's got TNT title. That's where your Hooks could develop under. That's where your Anthony Bowens could take himself away from, do with Jey Uso, and show people that he's not just a tag team wrestler.
Yeah.
Build them up. That's where the likes of Orange Cassidy should be living. And Orange Cassidy, the reason I brought him in is he now books stars that he seems to love every week in every pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Show me one pay-per-view. I know he's pre-show this week, but show me one pay-per-view Orange Cassidy has missed. Orange Cassidy is a dying gimmick.
Dead
But
gimmick.
the Rizzler was joke.
The This week, the Rizzler actually saved him for a week because I thought the Rizzler was awesome doing it. But he's booking people in the wrong way. So Orange Cassidy's booked all the time. Mercedes Moné's holding fucking every title, barring the women's and WWE's titles.
Yeah.
And it's poor. Mox is the whole thing with the group with Mox. It could have been so much better. So much better.
Yeah, it could have been
not
done
been done
right.
The Bucks haven't been on fucking TV. What's going on there? They're your EVPs. They actually are fucking executive vice presidents of the company. They're not there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in a worrying state because...
Well, we were talking about it on Sunday about the Bucks. The Bucks are in a weird... I don't know what the fuck's going on with the Bucks. They're travelling separately.
Yeah, what's it? I don't think there's... I know I was the one that said it, that it feels like there's something there, but then... And then obviously we talked about it. Matt's got his new YouTube channel that he's doing with his wife, so maybe Nick's come back separately because they're staying on to have a holiday, whatever. I think the Bucks will be fine once they come back. But then we've said it so many times, right? All the titles, barring the main title, we know Swerve's going for it. The rest of the titles now, it's wide open. Hit the reset button. Hit the reset button. Build it again.
Yeah.
Let's go. I want Swerve to take it from Mox, and I want to see Swerve and Jay White run together.
Yes, give me that.
And I want to feel, we talked about it on the before the Triple H Rock flip flop for weeks and months.
Yeah,
that's why I'll give me that with Swerve and Jay White right now.
Mm-hmm.
Build that up. Mox doesn't need a title. Mox should still run Rampage on the show. Mox can still hold the show hostage without being the champion.
I will say this to the end of time. Mox is great
chasing.
A chaser. He's the terrible champion.
The thing is, though, the reason he still gets it is he's Mr. Reliable for him.
Yeah, he is.
He puts the belt around his waist, the job gets done. It might not be perfect, but you're going to get a job done. Mox can wrestle anybody and try to get a good match out of it. That's the issue there.
Yeah.
I think the likes of Cope should now just have some sort of
retirement tour.
Yeah, fun matches with some of the younger talent and help develop them. Like Joe seems like he's trying to do with Hook.
When did Mox win the title?
October.
Was it not All Out? Because Bryant won it All In.
Yeah, I think
so he would have won it All Out, wouldn't
he? Yeah.
Oh, did he? Did he not face Darby Allin next?
Yeah, or was it? Yeah, it was the one after, wasn't it? Because
Wrestle Dream.
They suffocated him All Out.
Wrestle Dream, it was.
Yeah.
I remember doing the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So what's that? So that is October, innit? Or September?
Yeah. You just remind me of the name. Tony Khan should let Daniel Bryan be his head of creative with the likes of Jerry Lynn, Dean Malenko, and Bucky shows. He needs to take a step back in the booking.
We've been saying this for fucking time.
All he needs to do is all the money he's just saved from getting rid of Phoenix people and Starks, people like that. He bundles up that money, and he goes and knocks on Scott D'Amore's door, and he goes, "Here you go, mate. Have all this dollar. Come and save my fucking company, please."
It just needs someone to fucking book it properly. That's the issue. That is the only issue with it. It needs proper bookers, not someone playing GM mode.
Yeah.
Which we will be soon.
Which we will be soon. Like, really soon. But as a whole...
Sorry, just ratings-wise, and I know you don't like talking about ratings, but I'm just going to go on ratings. Before Mox took the title, they were hitting 750,000 viewers. As soon as he took the title, they have dropped down to 500. One was 400 there, 600. So, as much as he is Mr. And I agree with you, he is Mr. Reliable, and Mox does the job. We compared him with Drew and stuff. if you put the title on Swerve, I mean, if we go back to Swerve's title reign, just before that, it's 700, 800, 700.
So, Swerve would be a great thing. The one before Mox was obviously Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, they were like 700. That's what I'm saying. So before he won it, it was 700.
Yeah. So I would say here, and I would throw a dare out if Tony Khan, for whatever reason, watches our show. Here's a dare to you, Tony Khan. I dare you to do something no one's expecting with the world title.
Please.
Put it on somebody that we do not think is going to get it. And now cycle back to the name that I said to you I'm coming to. Anthony Bowens.
Yeah. Okay.
Anthony Bowens is going to put viewership on AEW's product that probably won't watch wrestling because of who Anthony Bowens is in the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, the community, yeah.
He will be the first, as far as we're aware, Anthony Bowens would be the first openly gay world champion in wrestling history. Pat Patterson came out after he finished.
No, he weren't world champ, no, was he?
No, but Anthony Bowens would be the first openly gay active world champion. I dare you, Tony Khan.
Darren Young would be...
Never world champion.
No, yeah.
No one has done it.
Yes, there has.
Has it?
We don't know who he is.
Well,
I don't know who he is. AC Mack. Has made history as the first openly gay pro wrestler to win a world championship after defeating Alex Shelley for the IWTV World Championship.
So, all right, so let me reword it then. I dare you to put the title around Anthony Bowens' waist and make him the first openly gay world champion.
That we know.
On a major promotion.
Yeah.
Do it. Anthony Bowens still got the heat and the love from the Acclaimed.
Mm-hmm.
He's still scissoring people. Fucking do it. And it's absolutely something fresh as well. Because it's a fresh face getting his title shot. And you look at a saviour AEW, Anthony Bowens. Perfect baby face for you.
He is.
And he's fucking great in the ring as well, Anthony Bowens.
Do you know the one person I want to give it to? And I know you guys will probably say otherwise. I don't want him to give it to Darby Allin. I don't.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm past that now.
I'm past.
When I think of Darby Allin with a world title, it doesn't make me think I need to watch this.
I think it'll happen.
Oh yeah, it'll happen. Of course it will.
But I feel like it's too late now.
You've got your reliable champions. You've got MJF, Adam Page, Swerve, probably Will, Kenny Omega. Like you've got your reliables. I'm like you. Give it to someone we don't expect. Throw someone on it. Like WWE did with Sheamus.
Yeah, absolutely. Darby should have took the title from Daniel Bryan, and the person that should have been suffocated should have been Darby Allin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where Darby should have went in.
Yeah,
I feel Darby's time has run. I know he's not on TV at the moment. He's actually coming to the UK for a convention.
Oh, yes.
Mate, if it was in Scotland, I'd be there.
Oh, fucking you're all right.
I don't mind him. But I'm with you there. His time's passed. The opportunity's gone. His sparkle disappeared very quickly once Sting.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest now, we all know how it's going to play out. He's going to be in a title shot. Let's say it's Mox still. Mox is beating him left, right, and centre every week with his crew. Every week, Sting comes out and saves and helps Darby win the world title. That's how it's booked. That's how it's going to play out. There isn't a shadow. I will throw prediction points on that championship match that week. That Sting comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's how Tony Khan books things. But as a whole, out of 10 guys, AEW Revolution, what we going?
An 8.
What did I give Elimination Chamber? I think I gave Elimination Chamber 8.5 because the John Cena thing saved it. I'll give it the same, 8.5 for me. I think the women's title match, Will and Kyle and MJF and Paige are my top 3 matches from the night.
I'm going to do an 8.8.
Ted's been different. No, that's fine.
I'm going to go 8. I would have been an 8.5 with you, but the ending, that knocked that half off for me. That has... It's left a little bit of a... No, I'm not talking the swerve marks, I'm talking the actual ending to the match. It's left a bit of a potential, some good matches, and it's just left a bit of a bad taste on that pay-per-view for me. But the women absolutely carried, and I say women, I'm talking Toni Storm, Mariah May here, carried that promotion, that pay-per-view, 100%. If you're not an AEW person and you're like, I might give this a go, save yourself some time, just go and watch Mariah May and Toni Storm, and then decide whether you want to watch it after anything more after that. That is your match of the night. I think it's unanimous for the 3 of us that was the match of the night.
Yes, definitely.
100%. I don't think we've got anything else.
I hope not.
I had a bit of a news thing for you, but never mind, because I want to check. Oh no, I want to check on credentials on it.
Okay.
I'll tell you after we finish. I think that's it.
That's everything.
So as we wind down, you know the script now, guys. You've been around for a while. If you're new here, thank you for coming in. But we are Wrestling Fellas everywhere. There isn't anywhere we're not Wrestling Fellas anymore. So across all social medias, Discord below as well. Make sure you join that. We have said on the top 5, which will come out later this week, and I'll say it again. If we get enough people in the community, we will do a live Q&A recording with the Discord community, where you guys can ask the fellas questions. It's way overdue, a bit of an update on our thoughts and feelings on like favorite superstars, stuff like that. We will do that once the community grows. So get in that Discord and make sure you're there. Next live is tonight. The fellas are doing NXT, so make sure you join them. Yeah, you're on my screen. You're up and above. So make sure you join the fellas there for the NXT. We can confirm Matt versus John versus Ted is coming soon.
Yeah.
Because we're recording it straight after this, so it will be soon. There is a couple of other little extra videos coming out. Obviously, don't forget Monday nights we'll be live for Raw, and then obviously one of the other weeks. Next week, though, guys, Raw is being shot and recorded in Europe, so they have different start times. So look out on the TikTok. We will update you on the start times over on the TikTok.
Yeah.
I think that's it, isn't it, boys?
Yes,
mate.
everything. Yeah, mate.
Till next time, then. Yay.
Yay.